time?
Not yet.
All right, I'm gonna
I
sit
think
up
we
here.
missed it. We only had 2 days, 3 days ago. I know.
That's it?
I'll try.
I'll do a call in.
Is it
I'm just recording here.
Who's the portly, white-haired guy? Gorgeous.
You rock.
City manager and city attorney.
I know.
Snowstorm.
You know, they have this stuff called
Yeah, right. Creation for you.
I don't have my hammer.
Oh, do you need it?
Oh, we're in.
No,
I'll get it.
no.
This was the last thing.
I'll use this.
It's hollow. It'll have it good.
Okay, today is,
Naaman needs to be here.
he's gone.
Oh, he's up, okay.
He left. Okay, today is Monday, October 7th. The time is now 5:15.
No, I have.
This is a special meeting of the City Council for the City of Trinidad. Where's Kim? Oh, here's Luna. Okay. I need a roll call, please.
Devoto,
Here?
Ogletree. Here. Shu,
Here.
Thurman, Williamson,
Here.
Trujillo,
Here.
Griego.
Here. We only have one item on the special agenda. The special meeting. It's item number 1, resolution authorizing renewal of health insurance benefits for city employees and their dependents through the Colorado Employer Benefit Trust for plan year January 1, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. Who's presenting? Is there anybody who's presenting, or we're just going to continue where?
I'm happy to present. You want me to go in front of you?
Sure.
Okay. So Mayor and members of City Council, I have provided you the detailed information with respect to how the plans would look if the city kept PPO 5 as opposed to if we removed PPO 5 and chose PPO 6, 7, and 8. Included with that was the monthly difference per year, employee difference per year, and the annual difference for the city per year. And as proposed, the resolution identifies plans 6, 7, and 8 as the plans that the city would go forward with for offering to the employees. And to reiterate, it represents about a $90,000 savings to the city by removing Plan 5. I also want to again point out that when we're talking about plan costs, employee cost, the employees may see an increase in deductible of $500 per year if they have to meet their deductible. They will certainly see an increase in premium costs per year. That premium cost for an employee would be $171.36 per year. Employee spouse would be $357.84 per year. Employee children, $325.20 per year. And family, $511.44 per year. So for instance, the family would actually spend $500 more, and that would be the guarantee. They would spend that $500 as opposed to taking the chance that perhaps they don't meet a deductible that year. I'll repeat again that in 2023, 20 people met deductible, 10 of them met max out of pocket, and in 2024, this year, 12 met deductible, 6 max out of pocket. So, do you have any questions?
Any question?
That premium per year that you were just, do you mean per month or per
No,
year?
that's per year. That would be the total increase an employee would expect to pay per year. The city, for instance, the city employees right now for a family plan on PPO pay $544.52 per month.
Okay.
So it would increase by $42.62 for an annual increase of $511.44.
What page are you looking at?
I'm looking at,
This,
Just so they know, this one?
oh, yeah, the Plan 5 to 5.
so see, this is 24, this is 25.
Okay.
5, 6, and 7. And then this is what we're doing for this year. 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, if you go to the green one, it'll show you the jump. We'll put the increases on this one if we keep.
I don't know where it's at.
Does anyone have any questions? Is there anything else for you?
Then, do you have any questions?
So,
Aaron?
Audra, I'm so sorry, I'm sliding through this information here. Would you mind repeating the stats on the who met deductibles? That,
In 2023, there were 20 people who met deductibles, hit their deductible, 12 who hit max out of pocket. And so far in 2024, 12 employees have hit their deductible, 6 have hit their max out of pocket.
okay, so 12 and 6. Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know so much as I have questions, but just some observations. I mean, so the city isn't saving $90,000 per se. It's lessening the potential increase by $90,000
That's correct.
because our contributions are still going up.
Correct.
So, and speaking on a family plan only, because that's sort of the top end, if you will. And potentially if you have, say, worker A and worker B and they're in the same category, make similar wages, the family plan person is seeing more of a charge, right? So, I mean, it's going to impact them more.
Yes.
But there's a difference of, a deductible difference of 500 and the total out of pocket by 1,000. And if we're talking about a group of people, and I'm not saying it's ever okay to disregard the smaller number of individuals, that's not okay. But if you look at the larger group of people, they're actually going to see real money saved in a year of $322.32. And I mean, if anyone's interested, I could go through that, but I think several others have done the same thing. So my point is, there's been a public discussion, and that's good and healthy. Absolutely, I'm not being critical of that discussion, but you know, the question has been raised: the city should pay more to see more healthcare, but in effect, we're paying more, but not seeing more. We're going to pay more for the privilege of having our employees charge more. In reality. For the 6 and 12, yes, the 500 and potentially 1,000 absolutely come into play. But for the remainder of the people, they're actually going to see a savings. My opinion is, after a lot of reading through this, that the PPO 6 is a better deal. I can swear and attest to, if I was making the decision for myself, I would switch to 6 myself. Does that make the decision right for everybody? It absolutely does not. I mean, healthcare is a extremely personal situation, but this is not a case of the city doesn't want to pay for extra. I think we're actually, the plan that was arrived at is a benefit for the employees, and it's saving actual dollars per month. Per year.
So the difference, like between the extra 500 deductible, take out what they're saving in premium on their on the dependent and on what they're responsible for, it's a difference of like $118, give or take.
Yeah, if you fully maximized. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, you amortize that over a year, and for the small majority of people, it's an extra $12 a month versus a savings of $322 a month. I'm sorry, a year.
Okay,
Yeah,
Frank, are you done?
I am done.
Karen, I mean, Frank, do you have anything?
Well, I know I'm the only one on this council that knows how from both sides of the street, because I work for the city of, this is really one of the toughest decisions that I think I've ever made for council, because I know exactly how it is to be an employee. In fact, several times we've even had strikes where we picketed because of the insurance and that over the years when I was working. So I just could understand their deal, but I understand the city's position too. So when I was working for the city, I felt the same way they did. But now when you look at it from the other side too, it's really a tough situation. So if I could abstain from voting, it'd be all right. But
You
you know,
can't.
You actually can.
No, you can't.
why not? Why not? You're
Because
entitled
you
to
have
vote.
to have a financial.
You have more than my.
You have, not unless
No.
you're selling this
I'm
insurance.
just,
Not unless
But-
you're working for
No,
CEDG.
I understand it. It's a tough decision, and I have to make one too. So
Okay.
go ahead.
Eli,
Well, yeah, I'm looking at both sides of the spectrum as well. If PPO 5 is abolished, it would definitely, I guess, save in parentheses, maybe it's not a good term, but because 6, 7, and 8 would cost the city $51,000, but it wouldn't be very pragmatic in a business sense for the city. I understand that 2/3 of the city employees would want to keep PPO 5, but at this time, $90,000 is $90,000. Some city employees make more than others, so it really wouldn't make a difference for them because they could acclimate and adjust to that budget, you know, for that month or for that year. I feel for the families that are already struggling, no matter how much they make, with rising health costs as we speak. 6, 7 is not much of a dramatic increase, and the benefits are still pretty much in vogue. So, like Frank said, if I could not vote on anything, I wouldn't. But it's a hard decision, but leaning towards 6. If we do abolish 5, if we vote to abolish 5, which is kind of a, if you look at it both ways, it's kind of a win-win and a no-win. But that's what I have to say.
I want us to reconsider Manny's proposal that the city council get this insurance because it's way, way less than
Amen.
what people outside of this kind of employment are paying for insurance. Even the other two, and I recognize it is tough, I really do. I out-of-pocket max every year, so,
you're all,
yeah, well, it's tough MS, but anyways, so I just think if it's the best we can do and it's good coverage, then I'm grateful we still have it available to us, frankly.
okay. I'm really glad that we got this time to really drill down on these figures, because I wasn't comfortable voting one way or the other last Tuesday as to what we should do. Because, you know, it's complicated. You have to look and research, and I did a little bit of research on this, and the city's just at a point that we cannot absorb the biggest percentage of an increase in premiums. I mean, you know, was it 3 or 4 years in 3 years running, we have not changed anything because the percentages of increase in premiums were so low. Let me tell you, because I do not sell health insurance, but I know somebody who does, and we had some comprehensive discussions on this, but I hope the employees and the unions understand where I'm coming from for sure. But when you buy a policy in what I call the open market, you have a lot less coverages available to you on that side of the industry as you would in a group like the city has. You have a lot better, more comprehensive coverage. Most companies, we checked with some private companies just to do a what if.
You need to take that.
No, I don't even know who it is. Okay, so, we checked and lower than $3,000 deductible isn't available on the open market. And I'm sure that doesn't help with what the city employees are looking at. But if I looked at the contract, the union contract, and basically on the miscellaneous benefits, it says, hold on. The city further agrees to provide payment toward monthly premiums of each employee's medical health insurance coverage to 79%. Really, by contract, we are not obligated to pay dependents and spouses, correct?
I guess that's an interpretation.
Okay, all right, but
We have
anyway,
done that, and I think the intent was to
Everybody.
provide it to all of them.
that's what I thought, but really, I mean, if, you know, and I'm not gonna belabor that. But I checked a couple of employers within the community. The county only pays 80%, 20% of the employee-only premium. There is no consideration for spouse or dependents with the county plan. So our plan is far superior to, not as far as coverage, but affordability. And you got to understand, as time goes by, you have to adjust those deductibles to make this affordable for everybody, not only the city, but the employees as well. And the fact that there were only 12 people that hit the deductible this year, and 6 that only hit the max, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good non-usage of the catastrophic. It means the group is healthy, which probably means that's why our rates didn't increase more than 8.5%. So the percentage of people that would be affected by this is a very minute percentage of the total employment of the city. That being said, I think it is our responsibility to do our fiduciary duty and we've got some really hard decisions to make. You know, we've been here for 3.5 hours trying to figure out how we're gonna stretch this money, but I don't see, I think this is the best way we can get good coverage for our employees at a decent price and the city save money on premium. It's industry-wide, it's across all lines of insurance, property and casualty insurance, liability insurance, health insurance. This is what we all have to face in this day and age. So that being said, does anybody have any questions or additional comments? Okay, I need a motion to pass the resolution authorizing the renewal of health care benefits for city employees. And we read it verbatim. A resolution of the City Council of the City of Trinidad authorizing renewal of health insurance benefits for city employees and their dependents through the Colorado Employer Benefit Trust for plan year January 1, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. That is option PPO 6, 7, and 8. I need to a motion.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
call the vote, please.
DeBono,
Yes.
Ogletree,
Yes.
Shu,
Yeah.
Williamson,
Yes.
Trujillo,
No.
Griego.
Yes. Anything else before council? Need a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second,
Second.
call the vote.
DeBono,
Yes.
Ogletree,
Yes.
Shu,
Yes.
Thurman, Williamson,
Yes.
Trujillo,
Yes.
Griego.
Yes. Thank you all for hanging in there.